So,
I don't know, Mr. Tech. I don't know. I'm just here to like drink wine and
like, I'm just here to
I'm,
drink wine and record dumb shit.
I'm just here
about
to drink
dumb
wine
shit.
and record dumb shit.
That's a good way to start.
Oh,
the podcast.
what a great. That should be our intro all the time.
That's our intro for now.
We'll mix that in.
So I did less drugs today
I was gonna say you.
than last time. Two different people wrote me and they're like, "Wow, you were really fucking high." And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember feeling like super high though. Like at the beginning, I remember like noticing it, but then,
I mean, it's funny because they can't see like you from my angle, and like
Oh,
you would look at me and you'd just be like,
how would I be? That's Asian, bro. That's racist.
"Oh my god."
I'm getting you fired.
Oh, you mean like Shane?
Yeah, we'll get to that at some point.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, look, I wrote this at the
For-
top. Anniversary, because happy anniversary today.
Hey, thanks guys. Hey.
You and Ian.
Me and Ian.
You and Ian.
Yeah. Holy
If he
shit.
was from a different country, his name would be Ian.
It would
and that's
be.
awesome.
Yeah, but it's Ian.
You should just call him Ian.
Hey, Ian. Hey.
Anyway, like what, 3 years or some bullshit?
3 years.
Fucking shenanigans.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Who's with somebody for 3 years? What a waste. What? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Hey, like,
Just kidding, Brett.
he lets me make out with girls, so like that's fine.
Ian knows I love him. Wait,
Wait. What?
we're streaming on Twitch right now.
Are we? Oh, what's up, Twitch?
On accident.
Hey,
I didn't mean for
hey,
it.
accident, Twitch.
I think I'm gonna turn off the stream on Twitch.
No,
This
let
will
it go.
for sure get us kicked off Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's fine.
Oh fuck, I'll run it. I don't care. I mean, whatever. I don't need a Twitch
I mean,
channel.
you can just make another Twitch
I
channel.
already have a couple.
Yeah. See, you're fine. You have all the things.
Bentley just shook his head. His ears slapped so
Yep.
hard that it scared Molly.
Yep.
That just happened.
He was very unimpressed with that.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Oh, he's growling at us. Bentley is always like a co-star of this show, so.
Listen to him grumble. Hey,
Oh.
no, not now. Don't look at him. Don't look at him.
Okay,
Don't give him
okay.
attention.
No.
Anyway,
This dog is insane right now.
yeah. So
Sorry, you guys have to hear about the dogs all the time, but they are a huge part.
they went to the dog groomer today. Shout out to Uptown Bark in Layton.
They smell like pumpkin spice.
Yeah, they smell basic as fuck.
I
Right
got
now.
a pumpkin spice cold brew today, and it was great, and it was basic as fuck.
That's
Even though
cool.
it's like 82 degrees outside, I'm wearing shorts and a
Yeah, it
tank
was
top.
weird.
Like
It was supposed to be
Fake
thunderstorms after 11 o'clock today. It was supposed to
Uh-huh.
be thunderstorms and no higher than 64 degrees. And then it was sunny all day and 82,
it'll
which is
happen.
almost the same.
It'll
Now it's supposed
happen.
to rain like tomorrow night or something.
Yeah, me
Anyway.
and Ian were supposed to get a room at Snowbird for our anniversary, and then we saw that it was snowing the whole time,
It's called Snowbird.
and I was like, oh yeah, but it's September.
Don't be a pussy.
And it's Oktoberfest, so we were gonna go just get hammered and like hang out, go hiking and stuff.
So-
but then it was snowing, so we didn't.
I got kicked out of Oktoberfest.
What? You don't even drink?
That's the funniest part.
You
I
were
also
drinking?
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay.
I also got kicked
I
out
am.
because I was smoking. And he's like,
Oh
the
my
guy goes, "You
God.
can't smoke in here." And I like,
What the outdoor
looked
space
around.
the Oktoberfest
well, I like
is?
looked around. I'm literally standing next to a tree, right? So I'm clearly outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
I like look around and I was like,
I'm clearly outdoors.
I'm like this and I'm super high. And I'm like,
Of course. I thought
I
they
was
didn't
like,
give a
wait.
fuck if you were
no,
in the
like
mountains.
I looked at him and I was like, in where?
What?
And he goes,
What do you mean? What
He like looks at me.
order?
He's like, in here, in Oktoberfest. I was like, Oktoberfest is an event. I'm not in it. I'm at it.
Yeah. Thank
Bro.
you.
I was like-
Grammar police.
I'm like touching the tree. I was like, there's a tree right here.
Oh my god, you
man. Like,
didn't.
I was just doing it to fuck with him. I wasn't like so high that I was like fucking with the tree, but I was like, there's a tree right here. Like I'm clearly outdoors, sir.
Yeah.
He's like, you
clearly.
can't smoke anything here, is what he told me. And I was like,
You can't even like smoke cigarettes up there?
I don't. Well,
Or-
not
or
like I think like
vape or
in, I think like
anything.
in the event you can't do it. Bentley, fuck off.
Yeah, stop. Well, apparently you can't smoke vapes anywhere because everyone thinks it's killing people, but it's,
This is like the shitty THC ones.
yeah. The
Which
ones
is
that are
fine.
Homemade.
People can die. I don't. I think the weirdest part about that was hearing all the people are like, oh, well, smoking kills X amount of people every year, and this has only killed 5 people ever, or whatever it was.
You're like,
And I was like, okay, yeah, but there's also like fucked up labels now on cigarettes to show that they're bad for you.
Yeah.
We all know that they kill people. The vaping thing, everybody said was safe, and now it turns out it low-key also can kill people.
Well,
I think that's all they're saying, and I don't care either way.
I think anything you put in your lungs can kill people, but like definitely don't fucking put vitamin E oil in cartridges because you can't put that in your lungs.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the homemade cartridges, people were putting vitamin E oil in it to like, you know, how
No, I don't know.
how people like put baby laxative and shit in cocaine to make it, you know, more and they can sell more. Sean doesn't do cocaine.
I'm sorry. Did you just say that people cut it with baby laxative?
Yeah, they cut it with baby laxative.
Why don't they just cut
baking
it
soda,
like with fentanyl, like an adult?
oh, good, and kill more people.
It's the risk. It's risk versus reward.
It's a risk. What?
He's dead. He died. I think the drugs are working.
Wait, we're gonna post this photo
I'll
of
take a
Bentley.
picture of him. Because he is dead ass dead. Anyway.
Anyways, don't smoke at Snowbird apparently or in Oktoberfest because
Right.
that will get you kicked out.
Right.
When did you go? It's a few years ago, right?
No, this was last year.
What? Wow.
Last year. And I was there for a completely ridiculous reason. I wasn't even there. Like, I don't drink.
Yeah.
And I wasn't
like,
there
why?
with somebody who drinks.
Why were you there?
I had a room. I had a room up there, I'll say. Ironically, a room that I got through Kick,
Oh my
which
god.
is now going away.
They're taking away the best things about chatting with naked people. They took away Tumblr, like naked Tumblr.
I think Naked Tumblr is kind of coming back. I think they're.
Is it?
So I think what that was like a move to be able to sell it or something, or get some sort of investment thing happening.
Because I heard that it was because they
there's
couldn't
definitely-
filter
There's
like.
for sure nudity on it now. Again.
Okay, because excuse me, all of my posts got flagged, and like my whole
Yeah.
account pretty much like got shut down, so I had to delete it.
You know, Braces.
Yeah.
Braces had posts on there, and hers all got flagged, and then her shit got taken down. But
Yeah.
then she has her whole account back. It took 9 months, but she has her whole account back.
I
now.
deleted my account because I couldn't get
Well,
it back.
You're an idiot.
Okay, well, great, that's fine because I fucking miss Tumblr. I miss old Tumblr so bad.
Tumblr is just like where you can get laid pretty easily.
Tumblr, yeah, you can get laid. You can look at like porn gifs all day. They're my favorite.
I was muting my phone.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're getting rid of Kick.
Well, if it's coming back and Kick is leaving, then are you just gonna transfer everything over to Tumblr?
No, because Tumblr's not like a chat program. I don't know.
That's true.
I've been looking for alternatives
That's
to Kick,
true.
and they're all pretty shitty. There's one called like MeWe or something like that.
MeWe.
Yeah, it's MEWE.
That's
It seems Asian as
disgusting.
fuck, but I don't know why.
MeWe.
So, it's like a P thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I don't think that's what it's for.
Well, I
it's-
think that would
I
be
think
two
Asian
E's.
people made
Me, we, WEE would be like P.
it. Yeah.
And why would they just name a
Maybe I
chat
should just
service
make
off
one.
of
Maybe
one
I should
P
just-
fetish?
Maybe I should just make one called MeWe,
Oh my
and it's
God.
just fucking
P fetish.
a P fetish one, golden shower one.
Golden showers.
They're not that gold.
Not if you're hydrated.
It's true. Drink some water.
Drink some water, eat some pineapple, and treat your girl right. Also pee on her.
Yeah, mostly that.
Mostly that.
You're wild. Anyway, so yeah, supposedly they're going to Kick like now, like tomorrow or the next day or something.
That sucks.
It came out of nowhere, and
Yeah.
there was like a post that came
Did they
out that
say
said it was
why?
fake. Well, my guess is because it has no actual way of making money.
Yeah.
There's nothing on Kick.
Well, it's old.
Yeah,
Kick
it's been
is
around
so
forever.
old. Kick,
Yeah,
I
my
remember
account-
Kick during like my MySpace days.
We can look at how old my fucking this Kick account is right now, because it'll tell you
This is gonna age you.
this. 2,348 days. There's 365 days in a year, Megan.
Yeah, I don't
Oh, wow.
say that number again.
2,348.
Okay.
Yeah.
You haven't had it for that long,
Yeah.
but like it's been around for a lot longer.
Yeah. So it's whatever.
It didn't age you that much. I was very much.
You thought it was going to be
Yeah,
like, well, I think
I
this
was-
is a different account. I know I
was
had
gonna
an
be like,
account prior
Fuck,
to
I was
this
waiting
one.
for it to be like, oh, my account's like 17 years old, and I'd be like,
They probably didn't have it 17 years ago. I don't know. I don't know when it was from, but I know that if you want to get laid, Kick, ideal.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
if you think that you can get laid well off of Snapchat,
Which you can't, probably.
you might be able to. I mean, like it's
Not really.
I don't even use Snapchat and it's still semi-successful. So Kick is like can't get any better.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy.
Well, Kick has like,
and they have rooms.
yeah,
like,
they have rooms with like
they have rooms
fetishes
like
and
hook
like
up or like
yeah,
they have a fucking there's a golden shower room
yeah.
or golden something. It's for Utah too. It's Utah specific.
A MeWe, a Utah specific MeWe page.
But apparently it's going away, so don't get too excited because you can't go there anymore. They were going to come out with like Kick X or something, which is some other thing, and now
That
it's
you have to
gone
probably
too.
pay for.
I don't. It didn't look
If
like
it
you had to
wasn't-
pay for it. It was a tool. They have a thing called Kin, which is like a cryptocurrency, and it was like something affiliated with that. And I guess that's going away too. So I don't really know. It's a bummer, regardless.
Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen next though, because there is always something.
It's like the happiest dog.
You know?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, maybe just Snapchat is gonna like take over that, but Snapchat's not like a chat thing.
yeah, no,
Snapchat
these are
is,
like because there's no like group. The thing is, like all the ones that I looked at, there's no groups.
there's I mean, there's like a website. There's a bunch of websites. That
Yeah,
have groups.
yeah,
that I know
but there's
of.
not gonna be like nobody's gonna go like because you're like thinking like going back to like old forum style shit, and that's
yeah.
never gonna happen again.
I
There's no way.
mean, there's one that's like pretty active. I don't remember what it's called though. I'll have to look it up. Put him on it.
It's called. Well, I was trying to think of one of the sugar daddy sites.
Oh, there.
I was trying to think of one of those.
I found like the new back page the other day. Actually,
What is it called?
It's
Front
called
page?
Eros. Like
Oh, yeah, I actually heard about
EROS.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard that the other day, and I was like, oh, my friend posted about it. He's like, sometimes I get bored and I get on Eros to try to find girls that I know, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I like,
The
looked
thing
it up, and I was
about-
like, oh shit.
The thing about pages like that, though, is the reason that like the Craigslist personals went away and the reason that Backpage went away is because they changed the laws so that the people who run the website are now responsible for the illegal activity that happens on their website, which is stupid. I mean, like
Yeah.
obviously that's dumb. Nobody's blaming Mark Zuckerberg when people are out buying weed off Facebook, right?
Oh my
So-
god, do you know how many people hit me up in Messenger and try to sell me drugs? It's ridiculous.
My
or
friend-
like post weed on their story. I'm like,
My friend that worked out at DOS said that she was walking around and people constantly, like,
yeah.
every single person that she like would approach her would offer her drugs.
yeah, it's crazy.
And I was
I'm
like,
like, do you
I was
guys-
like, if you're a girl at DOS and you're taking drugs from random people, you're an idiot. First of all,
Yeah.
like,
Don't do that.
don't do that for sure.
Well, and also there's like, that's crazy to me too, because there's so many undercover cops that everyone's like, oh, they're so obvious. Like, they're really not. Like,
There's undercover cops at DOS
yeah,
to do what? Bust people for drugs?
yeah, just that.
Why?
If like someone is like,
Part of the culture.
yeah, it is for sure, but trying to make it safer.
I think
trying to
police are
make
just
it
trying to see
better.
some titties.
Oh yeah, probably.
They're like, what is that? 21 Jump Street? They're just like pretending to be young so they
yeah.
can go see some titties and be in high school or whatever.
You see a lot of titties at rave,
Yeah.
like bare ass titties too, which is great. I'm about it.
I always, what's funny about like, you know, like girls that go to raves catch a lot of shit for dressing like hoes. But now, like, and I used to try to defend it, but now I'm always just like, it used to be like, okay, well, you just got like this creative ass outfit. But now it's just
Yeah.
like, I need to have something cover my nipples and my vagina and my butthole.
Yeah.
But beyond that, it's free game.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
like- so then
That-
some of the outfits now I'm just like, that's not even an outfit. You just have tape over your vagina. Like that's duct tape.
And figuring that outfit is like my favorite part, no matter how
Yeah, you always take it real
slutty
serious.
it is. I'm like, okay, I plan this shit in advance. I'm gonna get the tape
I know,
the
I remember
correct
you-
way on my nipples.
I remember you like fucking up plans that we had. You're like, oh, I have to go do this for DOS. I was like,
Yeah.
or some not DOS,
Yeah.
but like one of those. I was like, that's like a month away. She's like, I know.
I know. I have to
gotta
get
go.
ready for it. But hey, that tape has to be specific, and that vagina has to be in the right. It has to be perfect.
That's me in the right
I don't know.
quadrant.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna?
The string that goes up,
Oh,
it has
okay.
to be
Has
like
to be,
in the
like,
right
proper,
spot.
right.
Yeah.
Because
Gotta
you don't
put the
want
tape
you
in
don't
the
want
right
vagina
place.
hanging out somewhere.
Yeah, especially
Flop it
not,
out the
especially
side.
not there.
Yeah, because you will get it me too'd
The-
for sure. Like you will get me too'd so fast.
Like, oh, better not.
I just me a lot at this point.
MeWe.
No, I mean me.
Oh,
Just touch myself. Is that weird? That's what I'm gonna have to do because Kick's going away. Just gotta me.
now that we can't like fucking third party this shit anymore. You
Wait, what?
gotta do it yourself.
Oh yeah, I can't volunteer other people to do it
Second
for
party
me.
it.
Yeah, I was like third party.
Third party.
Jeez, you're getting freaky.
Well, so
That's like we too.
There's a new law in Utah. I guess you can like have your titties out.
Sort of, but it's held up in federal court, so it's not.
So I noticed that all those articles were like, this news article said that women can have their tits out. So
Well,
I'm
yeah.
like,
So
that's
there was
not,
like a
real yet.
Well, there's like a Supreme Court thing that said, I don't know, whatever state has this law, which is we're one of them.
Yeah.
You could have your titties out, but I mean, it's whatever. Those are not titties that anybody wants to see.
So
What's funny? Did you see the argument I got in about this?
No, I didn't.
I got on.
Was it with
I got banned off KSL actually.
Oh
for
my
it.
God.
Again. I got banned
For
off
the
KSL
50th
because
time.
I made some comment. I was like, who cares? There's a bunch of titties that nobody wants to see.
Yeah.
Like, no, there's not going to be any hot girl with her titties out, like in public, like just out.
Yeah.
You know what
just
I'm saying?
like out and
walking
about.
out.
Like how guys like take their shirts off,
Right,
and it's
well-
always like guys that you don't want to see.
And that's
with
what
their
she
shirts
said.
off.
And she's like, oh, well, that's okay. We've been putting it up for years, putting up with that for years with guys. And I was like, yeah, I don't
That's
want to see them
fine.
either.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like,
exactly.
nobody's winning here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, here's my part of it is like, once all titties are equal, who's gonna like pay for girls' titties?
Oh, there'll still be guys.
Well, yeah,
To pay for
totally,
titties.
totally. Because like just what you said, the titties that are like worth like paying for and looking at are not gonna be.
No,
In-
this is
in
more
it
because guys are
anymore.
dumb.
Yeah, that's true.
They're so dumb.
Yeah.
I figured this out. Guys will pay for titties of local girls
Yeah.
because they're local,
Yes.
even though they're the same type of digital titty that you would see on the internet, right? There's
But
no
because they
gain.
know the face to the titties.
Yeah. Oh, I follow you on Facebook. And you're like,
Congratulations.
oh, all right.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. But that guys will do that.
Yeah, that's true. It's very like,
It's weird.
but that's what I'm saying is this law. At first, I was like, oh dang, like it's gonna take away from like sex workers trying to like sell their nudes, but it's not.
No, not at all.
It's really not because half these girls that are like selling it are like, no, not unless you pay. I'm not walking around in public with these
Yeah.
out.
Well, there was like a meme that it was kind of good timing because it was going around like a week before this. It was like you hear about all the, it's like the first image is like all these girls saying like free the nipple, whatever, and then you say
Yeah.
like they're like saying how that we should be able to have bare nipples just like anybody else.
Yeah.
And then the next image is like a guy that's like, hey, show me your like send me nudes or whatever, and she's like offended and it's like, well, what
She's
the
like,
fuck?
fuck you, no.
It's like, well, you can't be offended now. Like it doesn't make any sense. You just said free the nipple.
I mean, like, I guess it's just like the option to choose.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. But, like, here's the thing. Just like me as Sky the other night, if I choose to fucking take my titties out, no one's going to stop me. I've never gotten in trouble. Do you know how many, like, nude photo shoots I've done all over the
Hashtag
place?
Utah Liquor Board. I'm just kidding.
Wow. You, like, tag them and like, fuck you. But no,
Somebody will
it's
say
like,
something.
it's like people, I don't think people care enough to actually, like, do something about it.
Right.
If you want to have your titties out, like have your titties out.
I just got weirded out that something wasn't plugged in, but it is, so that's fine.
Oh my god.
That would have been awkward.
Were we like not recording the whole thing?
Yeah, I don't, yeah, whatever. We don't have to talk about people. It's going to be like nude bike rides. Portland's had nude bike rides forever. Trust
Yeah.
me. I've seen them numerous
Well,
times, and
I
I've
remember.
never wanted to.
I remember when Utah did like the panty run. I don't even know if that's like a thing anymore. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember
The
it happened like
the
one
undie
year.
run.
Yeah, the undie run, and it was like a big thing one year, and it was like.
It happened a couple times.
Oh, I only remember seeing it one year, and there was. I remember the girls that you wanted to see in underwear all had like 3 pairs of panties on.
Yeah, they like
Yeah.
layered it and stuff, but like for a good cause and everything. But something like that.
Was it
in
for a good
Utah
cause?
is, like, well, so you would write down the things that you like wanted to change like all over your body.
Oh, that's.
While you ran.
That's
But like,
stupid.
here's the thing: I don't want to fucking run, so I never went because I'm like, I have to run.
Megan's like, I got out of gym class, so you can go fuck
I
yourself.
like jog to the end. I'm like, hey guys, great run.
You Ubered to the end at the very end
Yeah.
from the bar.
Literally.
That sounds like some shit you would do for sure.
Sounds like, yeah, for sure. But so that like was kind of a thing. So I don't know. I just feel like Utah's. We don't have a naked bike ride.
We don't need one.
Yeah.
Portland doesn't either. Trust me. Seen it. More than once I've seen it, and they don't need it.
Fuck, I love being naked. I love naked people. Who cares?
It's not that. It's just like, it's not that I care, right? Like, I could be around naked dudes and not think anything of it. It's not that. It's just like, it's not entertaining.
No.
It's more just like, oh, that's weird. It's
I
like
think-
every once in a while there's a thing of bikes that goes by here. It's like a huge group, and they play music loud as fuck, and they have lights all over their bikes.
Oh, yeah.
And they go on this road, which is also weird. But
This road?
yeah, the road out here, on like the back side of the shop.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes no sense. And I see them go by, and they like all wave, and like, you know, I'll be out there with like the dogs or whatever, and they're like waving and telling me hi, and I'm like, hey, and I'm like, what are you fucking idiots doing? Turn your lights off and turn the music down. First of all, your music sucks. There's no reason to blaze that
Always
super
like
loud.
basic like pop shit.
Yeah, it's like old. It reminds me of music that I would have heard at the skating rink,
Oh, okay. Like
which has
classic
been like
skating.
a couple years.
A couple?
Couple of
Oh
years.
my god.
No, it is bad. I don't want anything to do with any of that.
So
Bikes.
Utah's making nipples free, but Texas.
Oh yeah, Texas passed a law where it's now if you send people in Texas, or I guess maybe outside of Texas too, if you
What,
send
like
it to Texas.
Oklahoma or Louisiana?
I don't think people in Oklahoma have cell phones, but
I agree with that because I drove through Oklahoma once and
like, they don't.
went to a gas station and I was like, can I even use a credit card here? Like, what the fuck?
do I have to pay you guys in pelts? What the fuck is happening? No, they passed a law for no unsolicited nudes. So
Yeah.
like if you blast out a dick pic,
Yep.
if you blast out a dick pic, it's
If
probably gonna be weird.
If I blast.
But if you blast out a dick pic
if anyone
in
gets
Texas,
a dick pic from me, don't report me.
I've gotten a dick pic from you before. Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, you sent me a picture of somebody else's dick before.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't have anything.
You're like, wait a minute.
I mean, I have multiple in my closet,
This is
but
confusing.
not that go on me.
You can strap them to the fuck machine. Anyway, so yeah, I guess in Texas, if you send somebody unsolicited, I'm sure it's just dick pic, right? Because there's not gonna be any guy calling the police about a vagina popping up at his phone. But if you send an
Yeah.
unsolicited dick pic, it's like an actual crime too. It's like a misdemeanor. It's not like
Oh
you get
my
a ticket or
God.
some bullshit. Like
You,
it's
like,
an actual like you
It's
go to
on
court.
your record
Yeah.
for a while.
Can you imagine? I'm sure that it has like some really just like passive
Yeah.
name for what it is. But can you imagine like people finally figuring out what that is, and then you're trying to get a job, and they're like, oh,
They're like, what is...
you're sending dick pics, I'm guessing? It's like, try explaining that one.
It's like, here's your drug test. Here's your background for unsolicited dick pics.
That's one of the things. If you're in a kick group, dudes will always join the group, and there's a 24-hour. You can't post pictures for 24 hours in the group unless an admin adds you. And if an admin puts you in the group, then you can.
So you have to be a well-known dick pic sender.
Right. But
Right.
but what happens is these guys get like their 24-hour, like they call it kick jail, and once they're out of the kick jail, they like blast the room with nudes,
Unload.
and then it's like, and it's mostly like there's the ratio is like in life basically when you're trying to get laid, like there's less girls
always.
like as an option.
Yeah.
But there's girls in the room, like one of the rooms that I run, there's like 7 or 8 girls, and there's 40 people total, right? So like not a great ratio. Well, actually, it is less than 40 because 2 of them are bots that I put in there. But
You willingly put bots in there?
they manage the room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll like kick people out. They'll make you verify like that you're a real person.
Okay,
shit
that
like
makes sense. That makes sense.
They post the rules, so like every time somebody comes in, the rules post up.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. So, kick. See, kick shouldn't go away. It's so good.
I think my eyelashes is stuck in there.
That's really loud.
Sorry.
Did you hear that when you pulled on
I
it? It was
did,
so
yeah.
loud.
Like winking.
Wait, what were we talking about on? Oh yeah, so these guys will blast dick pics, and then like there's a bunch of guys in there that are super sad, and there's like one of the rooms that I run.
That's so annoying.
There's like a bunch of the girls like want to touch my dick or whatever, and like I don't know.
There's nothing
doesn't happen.
more annoying than like a sad naked guy.
No, but that's the thing. Like these guys are all like, "Oh, I want to be like," and they like reference my kick name, like, "Oh, you're so lucky." And I was like, "No, it's because I'm not the fucking creeper that comes in here and like
You're
acts
so
super
lucky.
pathetic
You're
and
like, no, I'm
desperate
just
and
me.
weird."
Yeah.
And then a dude came in the other day, and he didn't post any dick pics because he couldn't, but he was like typing, and he like
Kick
started
tail.
getting kind of angry because like girls weren't like reacting to him, and they were talking to me. And then he said, I don't remember what he said. He said something kind of like fucked up,
To you?
Like to the group.
Oh, okay.
Not to me
everyone.
necessarily. Yeah, he just like posted it in the
I'm out
group
of
chat
wine. I
thing.
have to drink water.
You can go get more wine.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have to run.
Oh shit.
Here, I'll finish this real quick. So this dude, like, he like yells at me, or not yells at me, he, like posts in the group all angry. And I was like, dude, here's the thing. Guys like you are the reason that guys like me have no problem getting laid.
Yes.
Because you do all this dumb shit, and girls are like, well, that's a fucking turn off and a
Well,
half.
we're just gonna steer left real quick.
And then I just end up like not being a fucking creep.
Yeah.
And not posting. I mean, I post random dick pics in there sometimes, but it's like there's like a theme to it. It's not like
Right. It's not unsolicited.
No,
It's not
no,
like.
no.
It's not
And
like
and I
dragging.
get asked for dick pics on there all the time. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not weird. That's the other thing. If you're a dude sending unsolicited dick pics,
You're not being asked.
You're not being asked, but you need to understand that there are people who are asking for dick pics. There
Right.
are girls who ask
Yes.
for dick pics.
There's
It's a real
people
thing.
who like that, and
So,
then
like-
there's girls who like think that dicks are just absolutely
Right.
gross.
And I tried to explain these people in the chat. I was like, it's like real life.
Yeah.
You don't walk around and just pull your dick out to somebody because you think they might like it. But if a girl asks to see your dick, you might pull it out.
yeah,
Right?
totally.
That's how it should work on the
That's how-
internet
yeah.
too. But it's not because guys are dumb and they think, I showed you that dick earlier. Horrible dick. Terrible looking dick.
It was so bad, you guys.
It looked like it got in a fight and lost. It was
It
so
got
bad.
like strangled.
Yeah,
and
like it was a horrendous
his head
dick.
was so swollen.
And that dude he posted it in the chat, in a kick chat, like in public.
like, hey,
Here's my dick. And I'm like,
4-inch
bro,
weird ass dick.
you have got to be so confident or so dumb to post this fucking
Okay,
picture.
so that's my other thing is like, how are guys so confident that they can post their ugly ass
not.
mole rat dicks?
They're not. They just want somebody to see their dick and nobody else is seeing it.
But how is that not confidence?
That's
if
not
they-
confidence. That's desperation. There's a huge difference.
Okay, so they're just desperate to have
Right.
someone look at their dick.
When somebody's
because
like
their best
forced to do
quality.
something sketchy to like get by, like they need to like rob a place. They're not doing it because they're confident they can rob the place. They're doing it because
That's
they're
true.
desperate and they
That's
need the money
true.
or whatever.
Correct. Good analogy.
So yeah, that's what I do.
That's what I do.
Are you gonna get more wine? You can. You probably should. Why didn't you just bring the thing out here? You should have just left it out here.
Because like we moved the Captain Crunch box because it was in the way.
It's special
And
Captain
I
Crunch. To be
feel
fair, it's not just a Captain Crunch box.
I feel like my box of giant house wine in here
Yeah,
would
that's
like
true.
not be
You
it.
should hang it from the ceiling and just have like a tap. Just run
It has
down.
a tap
Well,
in
no,
the
but I mean
box.
like have like a tube that runs down. No, not to your mouth, to the cup.
Oh,
Jesus Lord.
hey, I'm so used to like slapping the bag that I just. Ow.
You used to slap in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay, hurry and go get your wine. Because now people are like, what are they talking about? Because there's only one person there and he's talking to himself.
Everyone knows what slapping the bag is.
He's me-meing himself right now. Oh my God, I can't believe I just got ditched for wine. I don't know what some of these notes are, by the way. Which I'm sure is really entertaining to the people.
It's so funny to hear you just talk to yourself.
I mean, I'm not going to edit this out either. I'm leaving
good.
it. I'm leaving the whole thing. Bentley thought you were going to do something cool, but now he's bummed
I
and
know,
he just
he's
laid
very
back
upset.
down. He's like, well, whatever.
Oh, hey guys, I'm back.
No, she's not. What are some of these other notes that you have in here?
Okay, so I wanted, I don't know, we were really high.
Yeah, I didn't know, like, you sent me this, so this note literally, she sent me 3 things to talk about. And the last one is G-Y, or G-Y.
G-U-R-I.
G-R-Y.
That's a letter.
And then space
Toit.
T-O-Y-T. So it's a gree-toit.
Gree-toit. So.
And I was like, what? And she's like, you didn't get that Amber Alert yesterday? And I was like, yeah, it says gray Toyota. Like, what the? That's shorthand. Like, everybody knows that.
Okay, but.
And then she's like, well, that's all it said, though. And I was like, yeah, because it was a gray Toyota car.
It was so. So usually when you get sent Amber Alerts, you can like open it.
Oh, yeah, you
And
can
it
open
has
them.
all the information in a text message.
Yeah, you could open mine.
Mine wouldn't open.
Mine's still on my phone.
Anyone with an iPhone like couldn't open it.
Oh, well, technology will catch up with you guys pretty
Okay,
soon. A couple more
okay.
years, you'll be able to do an Amber Alert finally. So that'll be good. We had to go Apple.
So we're just sitting there and we're watching Poltergeist.
Put 3 cameras on a phone, but you can't open a fucking text message. Sick.
Wow.
Sick. You're watching Poltergeist?
I only have 2. You have the old
It's because
iPhone?
you're old.
Wow.
Look at that old ass phone.
Yeah, shut
Surprised
up.
that thing still takes a charge.
Wow. So we were watching Poltergeist, and all of a sudden our phones just like blare
Yeah,
at you.
mine blared at a really inopportune time, but
Oh,
luckily
no.
the other people around me's phones also did it right after mine. Mine did it first for some reason, but then everybody's did, and I was like, oh, okay, good. That was awkward.
Everyone else probably had iPhones.
I don't know. No, it was like a mixed bag.
Oh, I see. So, yeah, it just like blares at you and it shocks you.
Yeah.
And then we pull it up and we're like, great wait. Great wait.
So you look out the window. I don't see any.
We're like, what the fuck is that? Like, great wait. Way to ruin our weekend.
But that just seemed like it was a mom who kidnapped her own kid.
Well, I don't know because I didn't get any information.
Oh yeah, I did. It was like the kid and the female who they were looking for had the same name, and one was 0 years old and one was like 23 years old. So I'm guessing it was
So
the mom.
a baby.
Yeah.
0 years old.
Well, less than 1 year. So I think they put
Why?
0 because he would be 0 technically.
That's so.
You got to remember all this is
That's
going.
so
all
fucking
of that.
weird.
Well, no, because you got to remember all of that system is off of a police report. It's
Yeah.
automated through
Yeah.
a police report, so it's all shorthand. It's all like coded. It's not.
Yeah.
It had full names of people, but that's about it.
I didn't see any of that.
Wow.
And I literally was thinking the whole time, I was like, you pull this up, and what am I supposed to do? Like, walk outside my apartment and go look for a gray Toyota.
A great tweet.
Gray Toyota. It's just kind of like,
I was seeing if I. Still
I don't
had
know,
it,
it's
but I
just
don't.
kind of pointless. It's like when Apple uploaded the U2 album to all of the iPhones. And it's like,
And they were thinking people still listen to.
to U2.
U2.
Yeah. But it's like,
It's that girl with the kick girl.
the Kick. Well, not anymore because Kick is about to leave. So, but yeah, it was just kind of like, it was scary first of all, and it was kind of like pointless. And the fact that only people in this certain area get that. And I found a meme that maybe we could post later. That's fucking hilarious about this.
About the one from last night.
About Greet White.
Oh, so it's actually from last night.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I just think it's, I don't know, I just thought it was funny.
No, that's fine. Just like when
I
you
didn't
said
get any
when you said it
information,
to
and you
me,
got all the
when you said it to me, I was like,
information.
"Yeah, it's great Toyota, you fucking retard." Like,
Well, I
no
knew,
shit.
I know, but it was, I was really high.
That's another thing.
was
I just
real
said
high.
retard on the air or whatever this is called, and I would like it noted that if you'd like to try to shame me for that, you can, but I'm still gonna say it. Apparently, it's one of the words you're not supposed to say anymore. You're also not supposed to say tranny, which is weirding me out.
What?
Yeah, I heard a whole
Did
conversation.
someone yell at you for saying tranny?
No, it wasn't me. I was another podcast. Some people got yelled at for saying tranny, and I'm that was like retard. Kind of got like I understood.
Yeah.
I don't understand, but like I do understand. The tranny one is literally just shortening a word,
Yeah.
and then I was like trying to think of other words that people get mad about for shortening, and there aren't any. And then I started thinking about all the words that end like grandma is granny. You know what I'm saying?
Granny,
like they're
tranny, fee phony.
well, they're all. My point is, they're all like positive things. It's just
Yeah.
shortening a word,
Yeah.
right? So it was
It's just
like,
easier to say.
right? Than transsexual or transvestite. I don't know the difference, but
From Transylvania.
yep. They got capes and shit.
A sweet transsexual from Transylvania.
What are you like pitching a
Have
movie
you
to me
never
right now or something?
seen
What are you doing?
Rocky Horror?
Oh yeah, I mean I've started watching that a lot of times, but that seems like a movie that girls like to put on when they want dick, and I don't know what the affiliation with that is exactly, but
Oh, the tea is spicy today.
I have never in my life seen
Finished
that
that
entire.
movie?
No, I can't even tell you what it's about. I know that there's a bunch of trannies in it, and there's the dude,
There's not even a bunch of trannies. There's one tranny.
but he's the main guy.
Yeah.
And what's his name? His real name.
Oh, it's
He's like a well-known actor.
yeah.
Or was, right? I
He
don't
like
know.
he laughs and it's great.
Yeah. But he's not even like a tranny. He's like a cross-dresser, right? Or like a drag queen
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
Isn't drag queen
yeah.
probably.
Cause he doesn't like have all the parts.
But more than he should have. I guess, or shouldn't have.
In the movie.
Whatever. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. How did we even get to that? Oh, because I said you can't say tranny anymore.
Yeah,
which
I
you
was like,
can,
oh,
and you can
no.
also say retard, and you can make racial slurs. Unless you just got signed to SNL,
Oh yeah.
and then you can't because is it Shane
How
Gillis?
long
Yeah, it's
ago
Shane
from
Gillis.
that video and when he was signed did he get fired?
So he never did the show. So
Okay.
he was obviously funny enough to get hired to be on SNL. Jesus, somebody's just now learning how to drink. It's adorable. It's like the exact opposite of how alcoholism works. Are you gonna die?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Keep going.
Good Lord. So
Apologies.
same. No, I don't. This dude Shane Gillis got hired to be on Saturday Night Live, and because of the climate that we live in now, there's a bunch of fucking weirdos who go back and listen to all of the things. Oh, that's actually a thing that I didn't write down that's associated with this, though. But I'll get to it. So people went back and like looked through him. And he used to have a podcast, which not
Was
that
it his or was
it
he a
was
guest?
his. It was
Okay,
his
okay.
podcast. Him and one other guy. It was called like the Shane Gillis or Shane's Secret Podcast or something. And to be fair, it should have been kept a secret because it was really bad. But
It looked bad from the clip
yeah,
that you
and
sent
the weird
me.
part is Shane Gillis is super funny.
Yeah.
So the fact that his podcast was super terrible, and I know that like our podcast is kind of whatever, but like
We're not
he's
on, like,
a
a
professional
national
comedian,
level.
and it was not funny at all. Like it was
Yeah.
like criminally bad. And I mean, really, he should have
don't
not
have a
gotten
podcast
hired
if you're not
to
funny.
SNL if they saw his podcast. They wouldn't have let him on anyway.
Yeah.
Like it was that bad.
Yeah.
And anyway, he said the word chink, but he wasn't calling anybody a chink.
No.
And what it was is his like co-host or whatever started a sentence about, that's what people say. And then this guy finished the sentence by saying like, oh, that's where the chinks are. And so he's saying that somebody else was saying it.
Yeah,
Not
it's
him.
in a quote.
Right. Yeah, like it's not him saying it. And to be fair, I think he called another Asian actor a chink Jew,
Well,
but in the context, it was funny and worked. And it wasn't an actor; it was another comedian. And that comedian was like, he shouldn't have been fired.
right.
And he's one of the Asian. He's theoretically a chink. I don't think he's Chinese, which is it's a reference to Chinese people, but
Right. Well, I don't think people understand like exactly where those references come from.
right. Well, yeah.
they just hear
it's
some
more
sort
just
of
people
racial
choosing
slur.
to be offended by it because
Yeah.
what ended up happening is there was people who were like, oh, well, I went through and watched all of his podcasts and he said way worse stuff than that. It's like, well, first of all, why the fuck are you watching something just to try to find dirt on somebody?
Right.
Especially if you said it sucked, because that was one of the main posts. Like the most retweeted version of it was like, yeah, like I went and watched a bunch and these are all fucking
And it
terrible.
was
And he said
terrible.
way worse stuff than that. And it's like, well, why the fuck were you watching it? Like you have to be the biggest loser on the planet to sit and
To
listen to every
rewatch
podcast
things.
that you know is bad, and all you're trying to do is find dirt on somebody.
Yeah.
But-
I was actually talking to a coworker about this, and we came to a conclusion that like we grow as a society and we learn things, and if you go and dig up old things, there's
Everybody's fucked.
there's a very different person from back then to
Yeah.
like who you are now. We learn things. People become more like, I don't know, woke, I guess.
Enlightened, maybe.
Enlightened.
Educated.
Yeah,
maybe.
so it's like it's really fucked up that you can like end someone's career based on something that they said like
Yeah,
forever
and I don't think this is
ago.
going to end the dude's career, to be fair. But like Saturday Night Live was the biggest. I mean, if you're a comedian, Saturday Night Live is like the
it.
thing.
Yeah,
like that's
you're
your fucking your
there. Mm-hmm.
payday. Like, and this on the biggest day of this dude's career, like it came out that he also in 2018 said the word chink, and all these people got super mad about it, and it was just like. And then they hired an Asian guy, and I don't know if that was like a play that they did intentionally to replace him.
Everything has to do with PR.
But but it's
Everything.
like we can't do that anymore. We can't.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody the other day, like Dave Chappelle's new special. He like talks about the things that you can and can't say now, and he says them all. Like he says that the little kids that Michael Jackson was fucking wanted it. Like he says that in his thing. He's like, I want to know what they were wearing. I'm a victim blamer.
my
which is,
God.
and he's theoretically not supposed to be able to say that.
Right.
But it's like he can say it because he's explaining what he believes, whether you like it or not. And I think that that's kind of how everybody should be able to be. And now we spend all this time like ruining these people's lives. Like Kevin Hart wasn't going to be able to host one of the stupid shows
I
because
saw
of shit
that.
that he said 10 years ago
Way,
or
way,
whatever.
way
And it's
back
like, and I
when.
think he said like faggot or something.
yeah.
And it's just like, or he made I don't know, it was a gay something. I think it was about his kid. Oh yeah, he said that he would hit his kid over the head. If he found out his kid was gay, he would hit his kid over the head with a dollhouse. Dave Chappelle actually talks about it.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's like, but nobody understood that that's clearly a joke because why the fuck would the boy have a doll, right? Like, no shit. Like, you'd know he was gay if he had a dollhouse.
Like, yeah. And it was just more of an elaborate joke that, like, not everyone could get.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, Dave Chappelle's special wasn't super funny,
Yeah.
I didn't think. But it addressed all sorts of issues that are happening right now in the entertainment world. And it, like, made it... I'm not going to say that it, like, gave the green light for everybody to, like, say whatever the fuck they want. But it, like, pushed us back in the right direction. Bill Burr's new special did the exact same thing. Like, he says all sorts of shit. And the cool part about Bill Burr is, like, the reason he is funny is not because he's telling jokes. The reason he's funny is because he's telling you what he believes, and it's funny.
Yep.
So it's he doesn't go out of his way to tell a joke.
Comedy has always, like, pushed boundaries.
Well, it's supposed to. That's how we figure out what the boundaries are is comedy. Like, that's how it's always been. And now
that's
all
the
these
thing,
people are like...
The boundaries that we have now were not the boundaries that we had before. So it's like we have to push them to figure it out and to like...
But now we've made it to the point where it's like you can't say anything or do anything in life without people looking through your past, like, 20 years. Like, in 20 years, can you imagine the person that's going to try to be the president of the United States?
Yeah.
Like, and all the shit they're saying right now.
I mean, look at the president we have now.
Well, that doesn't count. He might not be the president for much longer from what I'm reading.
I mean, this Greta girl, really.
The Greta girl, I don't really understand that. I mean, like, I'm all for everything that she's trying to do, but, like, you're 16 years old, you're not doing anything.
All I wanted to say was how much of a savage she was.
Yeah.
By putting what Trump said about her in her bio on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, a very bright, smart girl who's looking forward to the future.
Right.
I was like,
yeah. She's funny. And I'm not saying that, like, as a 16-year-old girl, you can't do anything, but, like,
she's very passionate.
There's a bunch of girls. There's a bunch of girls. Somebody posted, I think Sten's mom actually posted a meme or image or whatever that talked about all these people who did stuff
while they
at
were
that
young.
Same age or close to it or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm just saying, like,
too.
to say that you're a 16-year-old climate activist is like, okay, like, but to what degree? And she's passionate, and I'm not saying that anything she's doing is wrong. I would never. I think what she's doing is absolutely the right thing.
I just think it's like she's so brave to just like get on that mic and be like, fuck you, fuck everything you're doing.
Yeah.
And then to take Trump's like, wow, she's a great, sweet girl who's excited about the future and like throw it in her bio.
See, and I like I like that.
Hilarious.
But I also have an issue with them. They were comparing her to that, like, I think her name was like Malala or something, the girl from, I want to say she was in like Saudi Arabia or one of the Middle Eastern countries, who kept wanting to go to school. And then she kept writing things about the regime and how she didn't, like, she wanted to be treated like everybody else. And because she was a woman, she couldn't she couldn't drive at the time. I think they couldn't drive. Right. And they stopped her school bus when she was like 15 and asked who, like, you know, is she on the bus? And she stood up, which was like brave as fuck, first of all. And it was like, yeah, it's me. And they shot her in the face.
Oh my God.
And she lived. And they said that if she lives, they were going to go back and kill her entire family. And she lived, and she, like, kept doing the shit that she was doing. Yeah. Which, to me, I'm not saying the Greta girl is not brave, but you can't compare those two levels of things.
Yeah,
like, you know, this is a girl, and she won, like, the Nobel Prize, the Malala girl.
That's great.
Which is, like, that level of accomplishment is much different than a girl who got outraged.
Is standing up to Trump, who's, like, still not going to, like, do anything.
Maybe she will. I don't know. She glared at him pretty solid for that photo or whatever that video. I guess a lot of videos.
She's like, "Fuck you, dude."
Yeah.
Well, and I saw this meme that was like, so like, say that climate change was a hoax.
Yeah, like how bad would it be?
Like
to make the environment better.
Yeah, like what is the negative reaction to like making it better?
Yeah, that's why in the last episode we talked about the guys on the Subaru page were bitching about it. It's like, well, who fucking complains about wanting to make their environment better? Like, you got to be a special kind of idiot.
It's the same as like that vegan thing that we talked about. It's like, oh, I'm gonna eat 3 times as much meat. Like, no, you're not. First of all,
kind of want some barbecue now.
Oh, Benji's.
Yeah. You can't. You have anniversary dinner.
Oh, fuck yeah, I do. I gotta make some.
Probably something lame.
Some pesto.
What? Okay. Well, I won't judge you out loud for it. What else did you have on this list? What is DMs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's mine. That's
Your
mine.
DMs. So in the last podcast, we dove a little bit deep into my DMs, but I
We
never.
did?
Yeah, I remember how like I would just read off like the shit
Oh, in the
that
old
guys,
podcast, not the last
old
episode of this
podcast.
one. Okay,
The shit that guys would like.
It goes down in the DM.
It goes down the DM, yeah.
You
So
didn't dance, but okay. That was terrible. Stop doing that.
so you keep sending me like the scammers and the bots,
Yeah, so I'm
that are
getting hit up by
messaging
these
you.
like girls.
these princesses.
And
that-
the one that I have now is hilarious because it's like, it looks, you know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of a 44-year-old MILF from Herriman who's
Yes.
divorced and has like a 16-year-old and a 15-year-old
yes,
boy.
yeah, that's exactly
Her like
what it
makeup's
is. Mm-hmm.
crazy over the top. She has like a nose job, fake tits. She just looks not
She's
proper.
like fake hot.
Yeah,
like
when
what she
she's not
thinks,
hot. Yeah, she's
what she thinks.
she put in a
guys
lot
will
of
think
effort
is
and
hot.
didn't quite get the reward.
Yeah,
is really
yeah,
what it
yeah,
comes
yeah.
down to.
Like you should have just stayed normal and just
So
like got
the
ugly.
first girl who hit me up was not that. She was supposedly from Oklahoma, but it tells you on the phone that they're from Nigeria.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. She said she was from Oklahoma, but then on her thing it was like account created recently from
Yeah, like in Nigeria.
blah 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 Nigeria, and it's always from Nigeria.
And then I make some fucked up comment back, like clearly indicating that I can read.
yeah,
And because they don't speak, which is weird because that's actually their first language is English there, but it must be a different kind of English because they're not good at it.
well, so what I was thinking was like, is it a bot or is it a
No,
real
it's a real
person
person.
behind there?
It's got to be a real person because I was saying all sorts of stuff. I was eating.
So
I
are
was
they just-
asking if they licked ass, and
Yeah, are they just so scam hungry that they don't?
I think that they just don't realize. I think they think that all Americans are stupid, which is hilarious because they're like typing you a message from a dirt hut, but whatever, I guess. So the new one though is the lady that, like I said, looks like she's from Herriman, and I've decided that I'm going to carry this one out. The other one, I just
Yeah.
started getting like super vulgar and saying just fucked up things to see how
Yeah.
long it would drag out, and then she eventually just blocked me. But this one,
Because you wouldn't give her any money.
yeah, well, she was trying to get me. She's like, "Oh, I can't." She sent me a screenshot. It was so funny. She sent me a screenshot of her phone saying the camera function wouldn't work because she needed money on an iTunes card. And I was like, "Well, if the camera can open, why don't you just screenshot whatever's on the thing and send it to me that way, right?" And she sent me some like generic ass picture of some basic bitch who honestly looked like she was probably from Oklahoma, where this girl was claiming she was from. And I
You
was
mean
like,
Oklahoma that like can't even take my debit card at a gas
yeah,
station?
yeah, that
Okay,
same one.
Okay.
And then she goes, she was, implying it's her. And if you're from Nigeria, you're probably not a pale blonde white girl. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Correct,
I don't
correct.
go there very often anymore. But she just spit all over the microphone. So
That wasn't even that funny.
she ended up. No, it wasn't. That lady ditched me, but I have a new one, and this one I'm gonna carry out.
We have a new lady.
I'm gonna carry this one out, and this one I've been being nice to, and I'm gonna try to like get an entire long conversation going, and like I'm gonna make it funny.
It's
I've already made it
hilarious.
funny,
Yeah, it's-
because she asked where I was from, and I was like northern. I tried to say Tajikistan, but I typed it wrong, and I just said fuck it.
I know, that's why I corrected you. I was like, Tajikistan.
Yeah, which is I assume a made up place. I don't know. I don't think there's a Tajikistan, but there might be. I have no idea.
You used to say I lived
In
'cause
northern
I,
Tajikistan.
yeah,
Or
because
southern or
Because
something.
I was only like 15th east. You were like
Oh yeah,
so
Eastern
east.
Tajikistan. That would be. Know your places, Megan. Jesus. Anyway, so I told her I lived there, and that didn't phase her at all because it's not a real place, and she doesn't know that. And then she asked what I did for a living, and I think I said that I work for my dad, and
Your
he
dad
owns
owned
a
a
Del
Del
Taco.
Taco.
And the reason that I chose Del Taco is yesterday on Xbox there was a kid telling me that I worked at Del Taco. I worked the night shift at Del Taco, which was weird because it was night that we were playing, so I theoretically couldn't. be
Couldn't
there.
have been working because you were there.
But the jokes on Xbox are never good when they're from other people, so
Only you.
yeah, mine are pretty funny. But and then I told her I was like, I made some churro reference. I don't remember what it was because that's the only thing I know about it. Del Taco is churros. I was
They
like,
got good
I was
churros.
like, is this something about like good churros or something? And
You
then
you
she's-
said that
I
you
make
said that you're
churros.
a part owner.
Oh yeah, I'm a part
and
owner,
make
and I make
churros.
churros. That's what it was. And she was like, nice or
Nice.
something.
Yeah, she's like, wow, great. I do this, blah blah.
Yeah, she said no. She said that I was like, well, what do you do? And she said that she's 30. They always ask your age first, by the way, because I think they base it off your age.
Okay.
Because I said 36, I think, this time, and she was 32. And last time I said 26, and the chick was 22. So,
Close.
yeah, I'm
Very
guessing that
close.
they just, like, work in the same, like, kind of range.
They're
But
like, oh, we're close to the same age.
she told me, she's like, oh, well, I was like, well, where are you from? And she's like, I'm from Virginia, but right now I'm in West Africa studying geological. And I was like, you can't study geological.
Studying geological.
And I was like, well, what are you studying? And then I was like, I bet it's gold digger.
Yes.
And then I actually haven't opened it again since she's replied. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry this out, and then Megan and I are going to read each part.
Yeah.
Like a fucking bad play. Like a really bad play. But I'm going to make it as funny as possible. And if you guys have any suggestions about fucked up things that I could say,
Yes.
or directions you want to see me take it, because I'll take it wherever the fuck.
Because we
I don't
can
give a
take
shit.
it.
I'll take it wherever it needs to go, even to Nigeria. And then we're going to read it aloud. Because I think if you just read it, it
It'll
wouldn't
be
take
so
very
funny.
long.
No, it wouldn't.
It'd probably take less
It's
than
hilarious.
me explaining it.
It's probably less than me just like saying all of the things that guys say to me. Because I never reply to
What
mine.
about that
And
dude that was trying to give you money today?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, blocked
Twitter
it.
deleted it.
Twitter's like, nah, fam.
So I got an email that said something like, "Do you need help financially?" 3 question marks.
Yeah.
And a period. And then I opened it on Twitter, and it's in my like filtered messages or whatever, and it was gone. And Twitter was like, "Oh, suspicious content."
Yeah, I just had a girl message
So I was
me.
like, "That's not suspicious, bitch.
You're
I
like,
might
yeah,
need help with my
yeah,
bills.
I need
So,
some
like,
money. No,
send me some money."
I sent you a thing the other day. I was like, this girl just asked me about Findom, the financial
Yeah,
domination.
that's
And Megan's, of course,
right.
like, tell her to do it. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I'm
Which
like, why is she not
I
capitalizing
also
on this?
encouraged her to do it. I mean, we've had this situation before.
I mean,
showed
it's
you the
hard
other
if
girl.
she's not that kind of person. Like, who knows? You can't just like Google everything.
She's that kind of person.
Yeah, it says I accepted the request, but message is hidden due to suspicious.
His name's Derek Mark. Look him up. It's a weird spelling. by the
Wow.
way.
Yeah, that's
Shots
how you know
fired.
it's fake.
Shots fired.
They just
Derek.
want my bank account and they just want to drain it. Like, there's anything in there.
I was like, do they even have
Joke's
to pull
on
the plug on that?
Yes, I need help
No,
financially.
I
Thank
told
you
a
for
girl
asking.
I told a girl to do it, and last time I talked to you about it prior to that, I was telling you, I was like, yeah, this guy just offered her X amount of dollars for a bad picture of her titty. And you were like, yeah, do it. I was like, yeah, she's doing it. I know. I'm taking the picture. Like, calm down.
Pull a bad
It's like-
titty off Google.
Yeah.
Like, just send it to him.
No, I think you should. Like, if somebody's going to pay you $50 for a titty, you can give them a real titty.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just toss one titty
Well,
out.
that's what I was saying about like the whole titties in public versus titties being paid for. Like,
Yeah.
that won't ever be an issue because guys will always pay for
Probably.
titties that they're talking to.
Probably.
Yeah,
Because guys
100%.
are dumb. Not me.
Hey, guys like what they like.
I would never. It's so weird.
Findom is weird too because it's like you literally get to just like fucking degrade this
You know, I just
guy.
realized that nobody. What do people don't know what Findom is? It's financial domination.
Financial domination.
So you're basically a chick. I've never seen it the other way. I assume that doesn't happen.
Yeah, probably
Oh, I
not.
kind of want to try it now with. Oh, I'm gonna try it with a Nigerian chick.
Yes, please do that. Sorry, I just punched you.
It's okay. You punch like a girl.
I am a girl.
So, no. So you like basically you like boss a dude around about handling your finances. I mean, giving you money basically is
well,
like really what it comes down
You
to.
don't even boss them around. Like I've seen actual messages where they're like, "I will give you my paychecks and you tell me where to spend it." And like I'm not worthy to spend it on you, so you can just take whatever
It's
you
like
want.
the worst kind of mommy issue you could imagine.
The worst kind of
It's so
mommy issue.
crazy.
But it makes girls a lot of money because they're like, "Fuck you."
But I'm sure they're
and
claiming on their
want-
taxes.
Most of them. Some of them are. Some, yeah.
0% of them are.
A few of them are. But it's like,
Yeah, you just want to do it. I can tell.
I
You're
forgot.
Just,
No, I'm
you're
not.
like,
I'm
you're like,
not
I just
that-
want to do it right now.
See, I'm not that mean because like some of these guys
They're
want you to
paying
like,
you to be mean.
but you like degrade them.
Can
and,
I-
like I'm on the
Look,
flip side of
if
that.
if
I'm
you
like,
want, I can edit this part out right now. This section. Can we bring up? Do you remember there was a dude that was like, he would like give you money to talk shit about his wife?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So it's the same kind of fucked up
Yeah,
shit.
it
Like,
is. It is
How
the
could you
same
not
kind
do
of
it
shit.
and financially benefit from it?
But
I'd
it's
do
like,
it.
if you're
I'm gonna do it to a
if you're
Nigerian chick.
not someone who's mean, it's like I guess difficult. But you just these guys pay you to talk shit on them. Like you call them a pig, you call them like all this shit, and it's like
Which is hilarious because I do that shit for free constantly. I've never sent a bill to anybody ever.
Constantly.
I did it yesterday.
Yeah, not.
I made a kid get off Xbox.
Not since Kick is going away.
I know. I had to find something else.
Yeah.
This is actually where this last one. This is where that conversation was happening. Was on Kick, sort of.
Yeah. What does that say? Oh. You talking about the thing?
I mean, yeah. I guess we can talk about it.
Okay.
So I've had this issue. It's not an issue.
Let's talk about what showed up at your doorstep the other day.
Okay, so I got I guess I got trolled, right?
Very, like the max.
I got trolled.
Like it's pretty expensive.
And it was an
troll,
expensive. It was like
too.
$150 troll.
Yeah. From someone else who like you don't know
didn't,
who it is.
Yeah, they didn't give their name. So like
No.
the troll's
troll's
not
anonymous.
even that funny just because like
It's
that
expensive
person.
and anonymous.
Yeah, and it's gonna be funny when I start posting videos of it being used. So
Something
somebody
you could actually use too.
yeah, like, oh, it's gonna be used. Like,
It will
I
be.
actually already ordered new attachments for it because the ones that they sent aren't like suitable for the
Pussy
use
ass
that
shit.
Yeah, like weak.
Weak ass.
I'm trying to fucking wreck a hole. So so somebody sent me a sex machine, like a fuck machine. It's actually it says
Yeah.
sex machine on the box, but I think that's just for like
It's a fuck
It's a
machine.
fuck machine.
It's PC. It's a PC fuck
right,
machine.
which Megan saw today for the first time.
Yeah, it's legitimate.
Yeah, it's like a real.
There's
It
a
came
whole,
with
like, it goes-
attachments and
has speeds.
it's got like mounts to put it places and
It actually has a
and
microphone attachment.
yeah, the connections for the toys are all XLR, which
if
I
you want to
I have no idea why that's
XLR
right.
in your pussy. Ooh, we talked about ASMR last time. Maybe you could like ASMR some
A microphone into a pussy.
pussy. Yeah.
First of all, that would be real scratchy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not-
Anyway,
Not good.
so
Not good.
it came from Amazon, and it came with a like the little gift note.
Oh yeah.
And
'cause
so I opened
Amazon,
the box,
like wish list.
right? Because I get stuff from Amazon all the time,
Yeah.
all the time. And this, to be fair, I don't have a wish list, and
You're
this
like,
was not on it.
I didn't,
Just calm down. So
I didn't order this.
So a box, like a few packages showed up that I was expecting. They were actually all stuff for the shop. It was like tape, like high temp tape and X-Acto blades and some shit
Work
like that.
shit.
Right. And then this bigger box that I didn't know what was also showed up.
A big.
You know, and
box.
Amazon tells you like what's coming. Like
Yeah.
it tells you on your phone,
Yeah.
like, hey, this is getting delivered.
They take a photo of it for you.
Yeah, if they leave it.
Hey, this was
if they leave
delivered.
it, yeah. I just meet the girl
But you're
who comes
always
to the
here.
door. But
yeah.
she, you know, I'm looking at the box, and I actually just set that box down because I didn't know what it was, and I didn't really care at the time. I actually needed the tape that was coming. So I was like, oh, I gotta tape this shit. And then I came back in, and I opened the box, and in it is a, it's like an Amazon box, but inside of it is a plain white box, and it has the name, starts with an F for, I don't know. I can't say it. Doesn't really matter.
Fredericks.
Yeah, but it was like a German version of that. Like it was not that. There was O's in weird places, and it doesn't really matter.
The two dots above
So I'm like,
the O.
that's an umlaut. I was looking. It's an umlaut.
Oh.
The two dots. Anyway,
It's an umlaut.
Jesus Lord. So I open this box, and it says like I think it says sex machine,
Yeah.
and I was like, and I know what a fuck machine is, but like,
But you're like, I don't remember ordering.
well, I for sure wouldn't have
this.
ordered that type of one regardless.
Yeah.
But
it was kind of a cheaper one.
yeah, it's like it was
Like
$150
a
bucks.
like a basic.
I looked it up. It's $150, and like an expensive one's about $600. Ask me how I know. So
Ooh.
this, I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, no, it's not a sex machine though. Like, there's no way it's a fuck machine. Like, I know that it says sex machine on the side, but that's probably just like some bad Chinese translation. That was what I assumed.
Yeah.
I pop it open. Immediately on the top of it is a bunch of attachments. I think there's 8. I didn't really get the joke at first. So the gift thing is on top of the box.
It's a joke.
It's a something. But it's not gonna be a joke when I post the videos. I'm telling you right now. So
On cake that doesn't exist.
yeah, but my Xtube still does. So yeah, I have a whole new channel for it
That's
now.
right. That's right.
So in this gift receipt, it said, "Here, maybe now you can stop fucking people's girlfriends."
Yeah.
And like it hurt a little bit. Like when I read it, I sent it. I like messaged Megan
Yeah.
about it. I messaged
Like
that it showed up,
immediately. Yeah.
and then
You're like, this sex machine showed up, and I was like, did you order one?
no, I am this. No, I'm just kidding. And so I'm looking at it, and there's no name. I'm not 100% clear who maybe has a boyfriend or doesn't or does. It doesn't really matter to me.
Maybe has a boyfriend that you're
Not my
banging.
problem. Yeah, it sounds
Her
like
choice.
Sounds like
It's
a
her
you problem,
choice,
not
yeah.
a me problem.
Definitely her choice. If she's
So,
here.
Yeah, so it had attachments, and I didn't really get the joke at first because all the attachments appeared to be the kind that would go into something. They were all like dildos or similar. There was like an anal bead looking one, and then there was one that appeared to be like a wine bottle but small, like it was like bottle shaped.
Oh,
but
like a mini one, but
it was like a
what a
decorative.
pussy.
Well, I mean, yeah. If you can't take a whole wine bottle, why are we talking? And so, but I realized that the wine bottle one is actually like a Chinese version of a fleshlight, like the top comes off. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture of it actually.
All right, we're gonna
post
go
it.
through this as soon as we're done with this because I haven't seen the
I'm gonna
attachments. I've only
post
seen the machine.
I'm gonna post a picture of it because it's a set of lips. It's not a vagina. It's a set of like facial lips. I guess I should make that more clear. And it has like these creepy little like baby teeth.
Stop.
Dead ass.
It has baby teeth. Oh,
Dead ass serious.
That's so bad.
I'm sure it's just like a mold of some like little Chinese girl or whatever that they use to like make the mold, right?
Or they just created.
I think you'd make better ones. I don't know. We'll see. I'll post a picture.
I mean, if it was only $150,
you know what? I'm gonna put a picture right here. There'll be a picture right here. It'll look like Megan's holding a fleshlight again.
With baby teeth again. Wow.
And so I don't know who it's from. I think I have an idea. I think I've narrowed it down a little bit. That sounds weird. We had this discussion on the way over here. We had this discussion over here. I was listening to old podcasts, and it makes me sound like a complete hoe. And
hey, everybody's a hoe. It's fine.
I'm not though. So I'm gonna figure out probably who it is. Assuming that I do, I will be sending them a video of it being used.
Yeah.
If it could be on
To
if it could
full
be on
intent.
their girlfriend, that'd be like really ideal for the scenario. But I don't know. I don't know the situation well enough to. Be able to
And
make
you don't
that
know
claim.
exactly who it is. So
That's what I'm saying. So like I don't know if I could be their girlfriend
Right.
as the slap to the dick. You know what I mean? Like it might just be somebody else.
Right.
There was a little part of me that wanted to use it and then send a video. This is the first thing that I was like, if I could figure out who this is, I'm gonna send a video of it being used, and then I'm gonna send a video a week later and say that I broke it from using it too much.
Yes.
Like I was just gonna like fuck with the motor so it didn't
just
move as
fuck
much or
up,
something.
yeah.
I don't know if I'll take it that far. I'm definitely gonna. It's gonna be used.
Yeah.
It's got so many attachments, and I ordered more.
I mean, it's like pretty legit. I saw
it's
like moving and stuff.
Yeah, it's a thrust. It thrusts 6 inches, 6 inches of travel. You can do between 3 and 6 or 4 and 6 or something.
It goes faster.
It's got a little dial on it, so you can crank it up if you're really looking to get pounded out or whatever, or a super fast blowjob, I guess, if you want to do that. I'm like 0% into fleshlights.
Yeah.
I don't think it's hot at all, and
meh.
I can touch a vagina whenever I
Right.
want.
It's
So
way hotter when girls use toys versus.
like a
when
guy using a toy is just because
it's just fucking like kind
just
of weird.
It's like
It's like why are you doing
yeah,
that?
just stop. Just use your hand.
Use
you
your
fucking
hand.
creep.
Yeah. Like your hand's fine. You can put lotion in it if you want. Or you can not. Like.
Yeah, you went and bought a thing that looks like a thing to rub up and down on your dick.
Ooh, and
It's too much effort, and then you gotta clean it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
that's disgusting.
Because if you blow, I guess it must have a way of like coming out and cleaning. I
Maybe
haven't
through
really
the
looked at it.
back. I've never like played with one enough to like.
Yeah, I've only really seen them like online. I guess there must be a way to clean them.
There has to be.
Oh, you know what? Like, you know what I'm thinking right now? Expensive ones probably have a way to clean. Cheaper
The
ones,
cheap ones don't.
you probably just like spritz the thing from your sink down into it.
What if you don't have a spritzer sink?
I don't know. Well, first of all, you should move. But how do you not have a little nozzle? Doesn't everybody have a nozzle in their sink?
I have to be so bad.
Anyway. Well, that's good. It actually got us out of not talking about this thing,
True.
the end thing, so that's fine.
You should.
Wait, you have to eat an Oreo
Yeah.
and you have to eat this Captain Crunch.
We have to post up the snacks while I go pee real quick. Wow, this is 2 times that I've left this podcast.
You're leaving right in the middle?
Yep.
Okay, so go. Hurry. Run. Leave the door open so everybody can hear it.
Not the Captain Crunch.
So, wait, did you eat one of the Oreos yet?
I did.
So, we got these like mystery Oreos. I went and bought these mystery Oreos while I was getting my friend fruit roll-ups. That's weird. And you can apparently win $50,000 if you guess the flavor. I thought it mostly just tasted like shit. I'm sure that's not the flavor, but it's just plain ass like white, creamy shit inside, like you might expect. It smells like, I think it smells like toffee, but it doesn't taste like toffee. It tastes honestly like Golden Grams. Like that's the best thing that I can come up with that it tastes like. And I haven't had those since I was a wee tyke, so that might not be super accurate. Megan said it sounds like something.
Biscoff.
It tastes like, Biscoff, whatever the fuck that is. Apparently you put it on waffles. Or you said waffles?
So it tastes like what you put on waffles or those cookies that you get.
Yeah, I put syrup on waffles. Like an American.
On flights. Like, when they're like, do you want cookies or peanuts? And you're
Peanuts.
like, cookies, always.
No, peanuts. Protein.
Cookies, no.
Peanuts every time.
Why do you need protein?
Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why I pick peanuts?
Why?
Because there's a little part of me that hopes there's somebody near me that's allergic to peanuts.
Oh my God.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Nope. Gotta get rid of the weak ones. So.
Did you just open that Oreo up?
Yeah, I just peeled the top off of it, which is hilarious because I'm not going to eat it because I think they're gross.
You're not going to eat it?
No, you can have this one.
But
you can have both of them.
I just grabbed this one.
Okay, well, you can definitely have more than one. It's a fucking thing of Oreos. I don't know what Biscoff is, but I trust you. If you think it's Biscoff, maybe you should enter to win. Last time it was Fruity Pebbles.
And you got that
year.
so fast, huh?
No, I didn't. I don't even know if I've only had Fruity Pebbles in edible, like, Rice Krispie treats, and they taste more like weed. So I don't know. I just know that last year, the 2018 one was Fruity Pebbles. Because I looked this one up a little bit.
This is totally Biscoff.
Okay. They said
I'm
it goes.
about to be rich,
There's hints, and there's hints on the website.
What does the hint say?
Or there's clues. Its name it stole and history kept, perhaps from a creature that lives on the steppe, but the steppe is Steppe.
I was like, German. It's Biscoff for sure.
Okay. Well, I don't know, but there's other clues. I guess there's like a website, mysteryoreo.com. Anyway, if you need $50,000 and you like Oreos, it's pretty much win-win, except the Oreos taste like shit and you're not going to win. So it's lose-lose, technically. Will you fucking stop looking at me and doing that? It's your anniversary. How dare you? How dare you? And that's not even the cool part. The cool part is this box.
Yeah.
Which we talked about this before last podcast.
Oh, that's very crunchy.
And I bought some and then I ate them all before you could have any.
Yeah, that was
actually
so
me and a
mean.
friend got super high, and she spent the night, and we ate them. So,
It's just cereal. Okay, so if anyone doesn't know, Sean has this weakness for like
it's not a weakness. It's
the
called being
worst,
awesome.
the worst sugary cereals.
No, it's not that. No, well, that too. Like those churros, the cinnamon crunch churros.
Those cinnamon crunch churros.
You should see the ones that are in there, like Cinnabon with like frosting inside or something.
God.
They're terrible, by the way. I couldn't even eat a bowl of them. Like they're so bad. No, what it is I have a weakness. It's not a weakness. It's called being fucking an adult, and I like cotton candy and bubblegum flavored bullshit. Yeah. So like ice cream, like there's ice cream in the fridge right now with bubblegum. No joke.
I don't like bubblegum, but I like cotton candy.
Yeah. So. And there's one I think called unicorn something that I've gotten before, which is like
unicorn pussy.
No, it's not that. It's
no.
Unicorn ice cream something, but it's like cake. I think it's like cake batter with cake frosting, and then like I don't know, some shit that you put on a cake was also in it, and it was pretty good. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because this is cotton candy Captain Crunch. I'm gonna try to not do this right in the
Give
microphone.
me some.
And I'm gonna tell you right now.
We should make this a thing where we try snacks at the end of
We should just try cereal. Oh, we have cereal battles.
Ooh,
like
cereal. Okay, cereal battles are gonna be a thing.
Okay, so is that enough?
Shit. Yeah, I feel like I have way more blues than pinks, but that's how it goes, right?
Yeah, your record, I'd say probably, like statistically, it's probably more accurate. More D's than V's. That's the rule. But it tastes like, I mean, when you have it with milk, it's pretty cotton candy. Is it good?
It's so loud.
What's funny about Captain Crunch is I actually don't like regular Captain Crunch. I have to have at least the Crunch Berries.
It's fucking delicious.
It's hella good, right?
I
got you a box. There's another box of it over there. You could have.
Oh my god, you gifted me a box?
Yeah.
You're so nice.
It was like $3. Shut up.
I mean, it's like what, like $2?
No, it was like 3. It was like $2.97.
Oh, it's some bougie ass
holy
cereal.
fuck! That's the thing. So I went to Target the other day because that's one of the only places you can get this. You can actually look it up online, like who carries it, but most places don't. Target had it, right? I go to fucking Target and I'm like, all right, well, while I'm here, I'm just gonna grab these couple other things that I know I need.
Yeah.
Every single one of them was, and now keep in mind, I shop pretty much I shop at Herman's and Winco, which is like a weird combo. Now that I say,
I was gonna say that's like bougie and like the not.
no, I
bougie at all.
fucking love Winco so much.
I love Winco too, but sometimes.
But I swear to God, Target is literally like everything. Like I have a friend who she really likes these little gummy octopus things, so I like make sure that they're around because she's an addict.
So good.
There's some in the cupboard.
What the fuck?
And then they're 98 cents at Winco.
At Winco.
Right. They are $1.09 at Harmon's. They're they're $2.19 at Target. And I was like,
what the Target is
and like
so
I picked
bougie,
it up and I was like, is it
swear.
like more? Maybe it's just more, right? Because it's
No,
like it's not. It's the same
thing.
fucking
Why
package.
is Target so
And
expensive?
then I buy this like what is the juice that's like just orange juice or just apple? It's like pure Simply. The Simply apple.
Okay.
I buy the Simply watermelon one every once in a while.
I use Simply to chase my tequila shots with.
Not shocked. You want more of this?
Fuck yeah, I will.
So I got Simply watermelon because I get that every once in a while and I mix it with I put mint leaves in it. Anyway.
Not
It's
tequila.
weird. Not tequila, no, because I don't drink. But I went to get it there, and it's like $1. I think it's Smith's is the only other place that I ever see that, and then Harmon's has it. But they're like, it's under $2 either place. At fucking Target, it was $2.99. I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, what the? How is it $1 more than $1 more?
Target
here?
is so.
And it's like the shitty Walmart, or the shitty Target. It's the one on 300 West where all the fucking heroin people hang out. So
The Target that I grew up next to was the one in like South Jordan Sandy.
yeah,
It's like the bougiest.
the fancy Target.
The fancy.
That's what somebody told me about the fancy Ross the other day. And
Fancy
I don't know where they were
Ross?
talking about, but I was like, "There's no fancy Ross," because they weren't even talking like to me. It was I was like in a conversation. I was like, "There's no fancy Ross."
No.
And they're like, "No, but this one always has like the night." I was like, "No, they don't. They
No.
don't.
No.
They have half-empty racks and a bunch of electronics
And a bunch
that
of
don't work.
fake ass shit.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
a bunch of shoes and sizes nobody wants. Like that's what Ross is.
What, like women's like 5s and 9s?
No, like guys size 17, and you're like, who the fuck is buying this? And why do they make all the cool shoes in size 6 still? So
Yeah, what?
yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. I just saw somebody getting made fun of for their small feet the other day. I don't know why I just thought of that.
A guy?
Yeah, somebody that we know.
Who was it?
It was Zach Leroy.
Yes.
I don't think so. I think he said they were size 10. The guy was
Oh,
like throwing
that's-
shade at him
that's
from a size
normal.
12
That's
too.
way
so-
normal.
yeah, that's what I thought. I wear a size 10 and a half or 11 depending on the shoe, so it wasn't like weird. But
I work in a
It was-
company that sells hella shoes, and that's
And
we
the worst
sell out
clothes
of
I've ever seen.
9 to 10 and a half all day.
and guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's it was because he posted a pair of like I'll be honest, Zach, they're terrible looking boots. But they're like cowboy boots and they have like the flat end so they
Oh,
look even shorter.
ew,
And he was wearing them
ew.
with jeans. So it's like
Okay.
the jeans come
shortest
so it's like
of like
it sticks out like this far from the jeans and it's
Ew,
like
don't do that.
yeah, don't wear cowboy boots for anything.
Yeah.
Are they cowboy boots if you're not doing cowboy stuff?
No.
Or they're just boots?
Yeah. They're just ugly.
There was a
boots.
kid that I used there's a kid that I used to play soccer with.
You can't even say this.
All right, check this out. So like when I played soccer back in the day as a child, I was like good, right? Like I was like
Because you weren't bad at anything.
no, I
We
wasn't.
talked about that. in the
I was
last
on like a
podcast.
gold premier team, like the best of the best. Well, there was, I guess, so they had like a draft of
For
the kid.
children's soccer.
Yeah, and baseball and basketball actually.
Jesus.
And so like they would pick them, yeah, because there was tryouts.
yeah.
And so they would go through and do like, God damn my phone. They would go through and do like these like tryout things. Anyway, so there was a bunch of kids that essentially went like undrafted, right? They didn't get picked, right? They're like the bad kids in PE or whatever.
Yeah.
And they approached my dad and my buddy's dad who had coached in previous years, but like we were getting a little bit older, so they weren't going to coach anymore. They wanted more like refined coaches, even though like my dad was always a good coach. But they asked, like, hey, would you be interested in starting a team with all these people that nobody picked? And so keep in mind, I, myself, and my buddy Mark, who was the other dude's the other coach's kid.
Yeah.
We're both good. But because our dads were the coaches, we didn't have to go with like who we got drafted to. And I didn't really want to play. There was a kid named Bo that I fucking didn't want to play with because he was a cunt. And his dad sucked.
Ew.
Yeah, and he had huge ears, so I used to call him Dumbo, and he used to freak out. He ripped like 10 different jerseys at practice because he would freak out at me for calling him Dumbo. It was hilarious. They actually got his ears.
He ripped jerseys.
He pulled his own jerseys apart like he was fucking He-Man.
Like Hulk or something?
Yeah, Hulk. Dead ass serious, and it was hilarious because I even ripping them apart, I don't know how he got them over his ears, but he ended up having his ears clipped in high school. I remember he got them like tucked back because I used to see
him clipped, like a dog.
Well, you get them like they like cut out a chunk and they like stitch them closer to your head, so instead of being like out like this, they're tighter.
What?
Yeah, it's like a real thing. They do it when you're a kid now, if you're gonna have big ears.
So is it like being circumcised versus being like non-circumcised? Like if your parents want you to be aesthetically pretty.
Well, I think it's like if you don't want your
ears.
fucking kid to get beat up for having giant ears, probably is more. The dick thing, I don't really understand a lot of that.
Character.
Well, that's what I thought too, but he didn't have any. He still sucked.
Dang. Well,
Anyway,
that ruins that.
So my dad took over. My dad and my buddy Mark's dad, named John, he agreed to take over this team and like be the coach of like literally the kids that nobody picked, right?
Yeah.
So this is the kids in PE that would like get the note to not have to do shit in PE. And it was hilarious. We were called the Totem Strikers. I actually remember this like super clearly. We were always good at my dad and kind of people associated with my dad were always good at coming up with sponsors to like kind of get our cool uniforms and shit.
Yeah.
So we didn't have like the generic like reversible soccer uniforms that a lot of people had at the time.
Just switch them out and you're fine.
Yeah, no, we always had like these nice like I don't remember what the brand was, but it started with an S. They might still make shit, but it was like they were like the top of the line soccer jerseys and shorts and shit. And so we always had these like nice jackets and like warm ups and shit. And so we show up, myself and Mark, who were both gold premier players, which at the time was like the highest you could get. And then this team of fucking delinquents, like these kids that literally should not be kicking a soccer ball anywhere. We show up the first day of practice, or it might have been the second day of practice. There was this kid named Carlos. Carlos was just a white, dirty kid. Yeah. He just didn't look like he was very well kept and not particularly good at soccer, as you might imagine. He showed up in moon boots. Do you remember what moon boots are? Like the big poofy boots that kids used to wear for winter. Dead ass serious. My dad actually still talks about this because he thinks it's hilarious.
Your dad remembers.
Yeah, Carlos with the moon boots. That's what he calls it. Carlos with the moon boots.
With the moon boots.
And this dude showed up with his moon boots, and then like we ended up getting like a shoe sponsor or whatever. So like everybody got shoes. Yeah, we got everything. We didn't have to pay for anything.
Oh yeah.
We even had our medical. We had like a medical kit that was like given to us
like
by
a sponsored medical
like a
kit.
first aid company. Yeah, because we used to play
Red Cross sponsoring
no, we used to play
team.
we used to play on Syntrex, which is like ground up red rock. Yeah, it's like, and so playing soccer on it is kind of whatever unless you fall or slide tackle. And I would always just slide tackle people because I wasn't a pussy. But I would end up with these huge like just cuts up my legs, and we had all these first aid like crazy first aid kits and shit. It was actually pretty cool. Anyway, we ended up winning the league. The first game that we played was against like this team that was, kind of touted to be the best ones, and we beat them 13-0. They never got a single shot on our goalie, which was good because Reggie sucked at goalie. But
yeah, Reggie.
No, he was
Fuck
so
you,
bad.
Reggie.
He was our only. He was the only black guy on our team, and he was by far the least athletic black person I've ever met in my life. He was so bad. He was so bad. He was so bad. Super cool kid. I mean, he was just so bad.
He probably didn't even want to play soccer.
And the
His
idea was
probably just like force him to.
Yeah, maybe. The idea was we put him at goalie because we knew that if we had good enough defenders and a good enough striker, they would never get close enough to try to score.
Yeah.
And that was the idea. Like, well, we can just put him in here. To give you an idea, we ended up going to a championship game. 2 different things happened, and we played 2 games in the same day. One of the days, Reggie was sitting down at the goal line because he was so used to not getting the ball kicked anywhere near him.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, he dead ass like got a ball kicked at him, and he couldn't get up in time to get over and get it, and like bounced over him.
Oh my god.
And then myself, I hurt something. I had fucked up my leg or something doing something. And I was playing goalie because we were going to win the next game anyway.
Yeah.
In the middle of the game, I decided to go pee in the bushes behind the goal. Didn't get scored on, by the way.
Oh, good.
But my dad said that he looked down and realized that I wasn't down there and couldn't figure out where I went. He had to, like, go ask one of the field judges.
Your dad's like, where the fuck are you?
Well, he wasn't, like, ever really worried about it, you know? Like, it was just like, wait, we had a goalie and now we don't. And
No,
you got to
we
remember,
don't.
like, the goalie's wearing a different uniform. So it's, like, real obvious when that color
True.
is now gone.
Is no. You're like, I'm just peeing, Dad.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That was at Glen Nelson Park. I don't know why I remember that. But
You're me weeing over in the bushes.
yeah, it was me weeing. I was probably me-meing a little bit. That was probably right about that age.
Oh, my God.
Touching the ween in public. That's how it all got started. I don't know. I think I was probably like 11 or 12. Honestly, that's probably not appropriate, but it was touching myself.
Are you talking about the age you started touching yourself for the first time?
No, when I was playing soccer.
Oh.
I don't know when I started touching myself. I have actually no idea of that. I can remember the park that I played soccer at one time, but I can't remember when I started touching when I started me-meing myself.
Boys start me-meing themselves, like, very early.
Yeah. Well, I me-too'd somebody pretty early. Or she me-too'd me pretty early. Well, not really early. Not like creepily early, but yeah. You eating the it goes good with chocolate part? There's still jizz in this one. You don't like it? Yeah, I didn't like it either.
No, I want to go make real food.
All right. Well, we're going to be done because we recorded an hour and something. I don't know. I have to edit the first part of this. Might edit one of Megan's fucking rage quits.
I
She left
don't
twice.
rage
Where'd you
quit.
leave the first time? Oh, to get wine and then to pee it out. That's right. All right.
We'll definitely have more snacks next time.
Yeah, and I think I have a guest for next time. Actually, we'll talk to. Well, I'll let you leave so you can go do your shit. But I'll
Let me
text
know.
you. Schedule wise, it just wasn't going to work out this week because I gave him 1 day's notice.
Yeah.
So
we gotta give a couple more days notice.
which is pussy shit. But so yeah, we'll do that and then fuck off from there, I guess.
We'll fuck off from there.
We didn't even say the name of this podcast, which is Better When You're High.
Better when you're high.
Which is
You're much less high this time, which is fine. But I'm a little more drunk
Way
this
less high.
time than I was last time.
Good. Okay, well we can be done then. Wave at the camera. Tell everybody goodbye.
Oh.
Throw a titty out for $50. JK.